This is an unedited recording of the full meeting. Public comments are held at the end of the meeting. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and leave a comment. It really helps the algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get all the upcoming videos from our channel. Thank you and enjoy the video.
All this meeting order, we stand for pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Please take your seats. Roll call, please.
Meister. Savage.
Here.
Barnhart.
Here.
Martinez.
Is there any public comment on agenda items at this time? Any public comment on agenda items? All right. I make the motion for approval of minutes and reports. Minutes on May 13th, meetings and reports from the fire department, police department, treasurer, controller, code office, health department, parks and rec, and planning commission. Do I have a second?
Second.
Savage.
Yes.
Rosen.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Martinez. Yes. Meister.
There is an executive session held prior to tonight's council meeting to discuss possible litigation. Update community blueprint, Mr. Backer.
I'm going to turn this over to Jody Ocker from Mr. Ross.
Okay. So I just wanted to let you know that your Blueprint Communities team, the downtown Sunbury team, has started working together. We had our first training April 29th and 30th down in Harrisburg. And at that event, the Lieutenant Governor, Austin Davis, had a proclamation. I'd like to read that for you. Whereas the city of Sunbury is being recognized for being selected for the 2024 Eastern Pennsylvania cohort for Blueprint Communities, and whereas Blueprint Communities is an initiative of FHL Bank Pittsburgh that revitalizes communities and neighborhoods in Delaware, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia, created by FHL Bank in 2005, the initiative prepares and supports Blueprint community teams as they develop and implement a revitalization plan, and whereas community teams receive a series of support to help them prioritize initiatives, connect to expertise, build a plan of action, and access implementation resources. Plans are designed with community input to address locally identified needs, and whereas communities receive support during the training portion of the program to design their plans and implement their initiatives. Graduated communities receive Blueprint Communities designation lasting up to 10 years, and whereas the city of Sunbury, located in Northumberland County, intends to focus on the central business district, which features the city's Main Street and Riverfront Park, and whereas as you begin your work with the Blueprint Communities Initiative, you will foster strong local leadership and develop capacity that will allow you to increase economic development and revitalization in your community. The work that you will complete will have a lasting and positive impact on your communities and its residents. Now therefore be it resolved, I, Austin A. Davis, Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, do hereby congratulate the city of Sunbury for being selected for the 2024 Blueprint Communities cohort and look forward to the positive impacts this program will have in increasing economic development and revitalization in your community. Here ended the reading. Like I said, our team's getting started. We're meeting at least once a month. We had a booth at the summer kickoff over the weekend, and we collected 100 surveys, and so we're really putting our energy really straightforward with this to get things going. I noticed that later on in the agenda, you'll have the opportunity to approve the $1,000, which is half of the $2,000 earnest money that we need to pay at the beginning of this program. This amount of money will be returned to the city and to the team to use in an implementation program at the end of our training. Do you have any questions for me? I have handouts for you that I gave you on the Blueprint Communities program. If anybody else wants the handouts, they're over here. There's also handouts on SRI in general and the Albright Center for the Arts. And ask me if you have any questions.
Thank you. Jordan, could you just get us list of like the meetings, that way we could post some if people want to attend or just
Yeah, we'll have,
input or anything like
we'll
that?
have community engagement meetings, now our team meetings aren't really open to the
Yeah,
public.
but when those
because-
meetings come, let us know,
Yeah, absolutely,
so.
and we'll be planning a launch event very soon, and I expect we'll have it out in the park, and it'll be well advertised.
All right, sounds good, thank you.
Thanks.
Moving on, old business, Councilman Barnhart.
I'd like to make a motion for the second reading of the nuisance abatement ordinance.
I'll second the motion.
Martina. Yes. Ister. Savage.
Yes.
Brochus.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Moving on, new business, keep going, Councilman Barnhart.
I make a motion to accept the recommendation of Code Officer Samantha Hafner.
Second.
Ister.
Yes.
Savage.
Yes.
Brochus.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Martina. Yes.
Keep going, Councilman Barnhart.
Make a motion for the approval to publicize to hire a new code enforcement officer pending background checks.
Yeah, just real quick, on that one, I know we did that before with the office manager in the police department. When you figure out, if you could just send us all an email on who your candidate is that you decide to pick, that way we're all aware of it, and that way we'll know.
I'm gonna get one in there as soon as possible.
I don't blame you, I know, that'll help out Supervisor Rhodes a lot. All right, I'll second the motion.
Martina. Yes. Ister. Savage.
Yes.
Brochus.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Keep going, Councilman Barnhart.
Land development plans, McDonald's. Would you please?
You go by the plan, I'll stand here. Eric Schock, I'm attorney from Fitzpatrick, Lawrence, and Buba. I represent McDonald's. Our civil engineer is walking up to his plan. We haven't been here yet before the council, but we've been working on the plan for some time. One of the unique things is located in both your city and the adjacent Upper Augusta Township. So we have twice the fun going through the approval process. We're at a point though now where we've gotten zoning relief, so the plan is consistent now with what we've got on there. We've been through the land development process in both places. Upper Augusta Township last week approved and signed off like we're asking you to do tonight. And the only kind of unique, beyond it being in two places, is we did work with Planning Commission, engineer, your solicitor, and Public Works on making a contribution for sidewalk on the opposite side of the roadway because we don't have the ability to put it on ours. So other than that, it was fairly typical McDonald's, except for that one wrinkle.
All right. Any questions, anyone? I would just like to have the first opportunity to get the first pick. That's all I ask.
I will take that back and make sure we make an accommodation.
Any questions, sir? You want to add to it?
Unless you have any questions, I'm glad to answer any.
Okay, we get that.
All right. I make a motion to approve the agreements and plans.
In all due respect.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, Mike.
I have some waivers that need approved first before you do that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay? So, we need some final waivers approved, for this project, to move forward for the final approval. One is from the Saldo Section 177, permit the submission of preliminary plans without first submitting a reapplication plan. Second is, from 14811, Section 14811, to permit a combined preliminary and final review process, approval in lieu of separate preliminary and final plans, which you got there in front. Section 14531 is to waive the requirements for sidewalks along the right-of-way frontage, which this gentleman just spoke about. And from 14812 to approve, to provide plans on 24 by 36 inch sheet size in lieu of required drawing sheets, size of 8.5 by 11. That's something in our ordinance that we would need to change. And from section 14833 to permit street trees to be located elsewhere on site due to infeasible planting areas along Fourth Street.
Right.
I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Well, hang on.
Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to, is there any questions about what Supervisor Rhodes just said? Any questions?
Where are the trees going?
They're being spread throughout the property, so we're still maintaining the correct number of trees that are required. They're just being relocated to where there is green space, but for right now, up along the road frontage, there isn't any green space, so that we didn't have the ability to plant those. But they are scattered throughout. We work with your engineer to make sure that the proper amount were scattered throughout the property.
I make a motion to accept the approval of the waivers.
Second.
Martina? Yes. Ister? Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Now for the approval.
Now that that's approved, I'd like to approve the agreements and plans for lane development, NEIC, sidewalks, and McDonald's.
Second.
Ister?
Yes.
Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes.
All right, thank you, Councilman Barnhart. Mr. Backer, go ahead, sir.
So I would like,
Oh, I'm sorry, one other thing, Joel, sorry, my fault.
That's okay. We have before us a proposed agreement from Upper Augusta Township and the city of Sunbury concerning the fact that this development will be within both municipalities. I believe that you've all had the chance to review it, and it's basically a cooperation agreement between the two municipalities. The only thing that I believe there is going to be a provisional, or it's going to be requested as a provisional approval tonight, only because we want to seek the payment of certain fees, or the sharing of fees, if you will, and for the city of Sunbury doing the work in this regard. But other than that, I think that I'd ask for a motion to approve this without provisional.
I'll make the motion for that provision of that agreement. Do I have a second?
Second.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes. Ister? Savage?
yes.
Yes. Now go ahead, Mr. Backer.
I'm looking for a affirmative vote for the agreement between Raw Electric and the city of Sunbury regarding the Reagan Street traffic signal project.
I'll make that a motion.
I'll second. Ister?
Yes.
Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes.
Keep going, Mr. Backer.
I'm seeking approval for a cooperation agreement between the city and Drive. Drive is going for a rack fee. You don't need to be the applicant, they can be the applicant, but just because it's in our municipality, they're looking for a cooperation agreement.
Questions, anyone?
And Joe review this.
All right, I'll make that.
I got a question.
Oh,
For,
The hospital,
thank you.
we already have the rack fee. This is actually the cooperation agreement that's required in order to move forward with the work that's being done, or will be done.
I'll make the motion.
Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes. Ister?
Keep going, Mr. Backer.
Looking for a vote in the affirmative to authorize $1,000 from the city for the community blueprints, cost the half of $50,000.
I'll make that a motion.
Second.
Ister?
Yes.
Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes.
Keep going, Mr. Backer.
Looking for a vote in the affirmative, the notice of award of the Reagan Street traffic signal. To withdraw.
Any questions? All right, I'll make that a motion.
Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes. Sorry.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Ister?
Yes.
Go ahead, Councilman Ister.
Yes, I'd like to bring Dan Saxon, which is an electrician, retired, as needed for electrical work. I don't think it's worth time.
Is that a motion?
I have a question. How much?
$30 an hour.
30 now.
Did you make a motion?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that. Second.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes. Ister?
Yes.
Savage?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, Councilman Ister.
We have it's not in the title or somewhere, you see it. An estimate to repair the phone in the elevator, like make a motion to go ahead and get that done.
Second.
Thank you.
Martina? Yes. Ister?
Yes.
Savage?
Yes.
Brochus?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Keep going, Councilman Ister.
Yes, properties that the city owns in the city of course, Robin has been compiling the list, we're gonna be getting the list together, and having an auction, I would say, within the next 2 months. But our objective by next council meeting, have a full list of every property.
Okay. That was more of information, not a motion, but,
Yes.
all right, awesome. Thank you. Any questions on the properties, anyone? Okay. Police Officer Candidates Academy, Chief, we'll turn over to you real quick.
So we've concluded with the full-time hiring of, or the process of going through to hire 3 full-time officers with the help of council, basically to make Sunbury a safe place to live, work, play. And council has been absolutely behind me in everything that we've been trying to introduce and basically work towards and moving things forward. I want to introduce the 3 candidates that have been selected. They have went through background checks, physical agilities. They went through the civil service testing. And at this point, I'd like to introduce the 3 candidates to council that will be starting the academy July 8th at the Harrisburg Area Community College, as well as coming on hopefully by the end of December, beginning of January, as full-time officers. The first candidate is Krista Leotti. Krista comes with a full background. She's been employed with Geisinger Medical Center as a security officer over there, but also has a great knowledge of community skills in helping with the hiring process of over 200 employees at the Geisinger Medical Center. Krista is going to be a great asset to our police department, and upon completion of the academy, I'm very excited to get to work with her. Krista, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. Nice to meet you. We're all family. Yes.
The second candidate is Andrew Plank. Andrew Plank comes with an extensive history with law enforcement. He is currently a deputy sheriff with the Northumberland County Sheriff's Department. He has completed all aspects, and I think, I know he will be a great asset to our police department upon his completion of his academy. Welcome. Our third candidate is a Brian Hall. Brian Hall is basically one of our native individuals living here close to the Sunbury area. Ryan has a extensive past with law enforcement, also was a probation officer at one point. Ryan basically comes to us with a lot of knowledge, and I believe will be a great asset to the Sunbury Police Department and the city of Sunbury. Welcome aboard.
So I guess we gotta make this official now with a vote. So I make the motion for the police officer candidates for the academy of Ryan Hall, Krista Leotti, and Andrew Plank. Do I have a second?
Martina? Yes. Ister? Savage?
Yes.
Procius?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, thank you all. And now we're gonna keep the ball rolling here of hiring a part-time police officer, Clarence Kelly. Chief, do you want to speak about anything real quick about the Clarence, so the council knows where he's coming from, things like that?
Yes, again, with the city and with council, I thank each and every one of you as we continue to grow with the police department. We have put on to date, since January to now, this will be our 8th part-time police officer, so we continue to bring more part-time officers in to help us. With working part-time, these officers, all that have come to us, do work full-time jobs in other areas. The first one, I'll give you a list of the officers that are on board at this point. Jake Shipman, Tim Bremigen, Sean Williams, Derek Kieski, Chris Baker, Greg Huffman, Francis Petrovich, and Clarence Kelly. Tonight, we'll be swearing in, with the council approval for part-time hire, Clarence Kelly and Greg Huffman. At the conclusion of that, I would ask that the part-time officers that are here tonight come and take the oath of office. Unfortunately, a few of the part-time officers are already hard at work. We've executed 2 search warrants in the city right now for drugs, and they're now at this location. So the officers that are here would like to, once voted in, basically do their oath of office. Coming to us today is Clarence Kelly. Clarence Kelly, come on up. Clarence Kelly is from the Point Township Police Department, has been a full-time officer for some time with Point Township. Clarence is a great asset with drugs, with highway interdiction, with investigations. So with your approval tonight, he will be a great addition to our police department.
All right, so I'll make the motion of hiring part-time police officer Clarence Kelly. Do I have a second?
Savage.
Yes.
Brochus.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Martina.
Yes.
Ister.
Welcome aboard. Our second officer will be Chris Baker. Chris Baker comes to us as a full-time officer from the Selinsgrove Borough Police Department. Officer Baker has been an officer with Selinsgrove for a little over a year and a half. It will be a great addition to our fight on drugs as he takes an initiative of wanting to become a drug officer. So this is Officer Chris Baker. He will be in next to your swearing. Welcome aboard. Just want to hang out here. You're swearing. He's already been voted on. The next officer is Greg Huffman. Greg Huffman comes with an extensive background. Was an officer with Shamokin Police Department, is a full-time officer with the Selinsgrove Borough Police Department. Officer Huffman, again, is going to be a great asset for the police department along the lines of drug interdiction and drug task force. And I look forward to working with Mr. Huffman. I'd ask for a vote on Mr. Huffman.
All right, so making it official, I make the motion to hire part-time police officer Greg Huffman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Martina. Yes. Ister.
Yes.
Savage.
Yes.
Brochus.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
All right, now for the swearing in.
Welcome aboard.
We also have one more officer, and she's dear to my heart because she was a full-time officer with us. She elected to come back to us part-time and work with us. Derek Kieski, if you can come forward. Derek is now a full-time officer with Point Township Police Department, but has elected to come back to us part-time. Is going to be working a lot of our children advocacy and child abuse cases. She's a stellar officer, and at some point when she wants to leave Point Township, she's welcome back. Thank you. What we're going to do, guys, is do the swearing in of the four of you. Derek, I'll have you re-sworn.
I guess we'll do it all in one shot, all right? All right, please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Greg Huffman,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
I will enforce the laws of the Commonwealth
I will enforce the laws of the Commonwealth
and the ordinance and laws of the City of Sunbury.
and the ordinance and the laws of the City of Sunbury.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
I do further swear
I do further swear
that I will uphold,
I will uphold,
obey,
obey,
and enforce all laws
and enforce all laws
without any consideration
without consideration
of a person's race,
of a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
age,
ancestry,
ancestry,
handicap,
handicap,
or disability.
or disability.
Congratulations. Thank you. You know, Greg will do the same thing. Clarence, and sorry, yeah, we didn't get yours. But we'll get one for you.
Whether signing that council, I just want to address the council again. I want to say thank you for everything that you guys have been doing, supporting the police department. With this brings the police department to 11 full-time officers, 8 part-time. I know in the beginning of the year when I took over, we had 9 police officers, and that's what we had. To date, we have grown to 19 officers, 8 again being part-time, 11 being full-time. 8 full-time until the other 3 are out of the academy, but what you've given us and what your support is, it's making Sunbury a safer place to live, work, and play. So, thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Councilman Martina.
I just would like to approve the resolution adoption of South Second Street. Were these for the guys in it? They would be talking academies over. You guys need to take a look at Savage?
Yes.
Procius?
Yes.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes. Ister?
On the back, vouchers, invoices, Councilman Savage.
I would like a motion for the approval of abstracts and vouchers for the general fund in the amount of $93,722.67. The liquid fuels fund in the amount of $10,602.72. Private grants in the amount of $3,186.83. And payroll in the amount of $66,927.99.
Second.
Barnhart?
Yes.
Martina? Yes. Ister? Savage?
Yes.
Procius?
Yes. Discussion items, only one here about the boat launch lights update. The voters been asking about it, Councilman Ister, but I figured now you have Mr. Saxton now, you can now check those out. Because they were excited to see the skate park lights were up and working, now they're hoping they're next in line. So any... All right, I'll try to keep them updated. We'll see where we're at here by next council meeting, and hopefully they're up and running, or if not, happen what the problem is, and we'll get them up front for the voters down there. Awesome. Announcements, still accepting letters of interest for one open spot on the Harb, must be licensed contractor. We're still accepting letters of the 7 open spots for the Nuisance Abatement Board of Appeals. The next city council meeting is June 24th here at 6:15. Television metal can recycle event taking place up at the skating rink on June 29th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There will be a charge of £1 per television, heavier, $1 a pound, yes, sorry, $1 a pound. Heavier TVs will cost more, obviously. No dishwashers, wood, plastic, or glass. Everyone is welcome. The DEI Diversity Festival at Cameron Park, July 20th. Christmas in July is Saturday, July 27th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Cameron Park. Latina Festival on the Riverfront Park is August 10th. Andres, do you have a time for that one?
That one's going to be at 1.
At 1, starting at 1. And the most important announcement this Thursday, June 13th. He's not even in here. He's not even in here. It's Francis's birthday. It's the big 5-0. So he's not even in here to get recognition that he wanted.
He just left.
He knew what he was doing. And then at this time, is there any other announcements from anybody? All right, any public comment at this time? Any public comment at this time?
How did the ink in the rink go?
Excellent.
He said excellent, and there was an article that Francis, or I don't know, Joel's daughter may release today. For all the people that came out through the city this weekend, there was not any police incidences at any of the events. Everyone had a good time. People want more events for the city to do, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Any other public comment at this time? I adjourn this meeting.